Do you know me? Do you know me? Outcast. The highly successful, much-read, and much-watched cottage industry known as Robert Kirkman is expanding its bloody reach on the small screen yet again, with the debut of the 10-episode first season of Outcast on Cinemax on June 3rd. Developed as a show and a comic even before the Kirkman-created comic series of the same name premiered in 2014, Outcast is some seriously creepy stuff. With demonic possession, blood dripping from almost every dark scene, exorcisms, and the claustrophobia and secrets that small towns shelter, specifically the fictional Rome, West Virginia. With premium cable able to pretty much go as hardcore as it wants, if that kind of horror is your thing, then Outcast is for you. But if you get squeamish, cover your hands, well, it might be a bit too much. With almost famous alum Patrick Fugnick as the emotionally tortured and socially shut-in Kyle Barnes, a man who has spent his whole life watching those he loved, like his mother, being taken over by the dark forces, Outcast teams him up with the local Reverend Anderson, admirably played by Philip Glenster, who chewed it up as DCI Gene Hunt on the UK version of Life of Mars and its sequel, Ashes to Ashes. Our job is to help people resist the dark forces, Anderson tells Barnes, and in the spirit of less is more descriptively, that's exactly what they do, to varying results, with solid support from Ren Schmidt and David Denman. In a way, it's pretty standard horror stuff, and I mean that in a good way, as many similar shows can lose their way in the genre and have the always necessary tension dissipate far too quickly. If anything, Outcast tightens the tension just finally above the suffocation level in the episodes I've seen, which is very tense indeed. At the same time, with a few smart format changes from the comic here and there, it can also be hard slogging, as I've said, for some. Especially like when a little kid with some very big issues of his own, played by Gabriel Bateman, becomes a punching bag. And in another character's case, sexual violence is heavily implied. Now, having a built-in audience of brand Kirkman fans, curious Walking Dead heads, and devotees of the Outcast comic, the Circle of Confusion and Fox International Channel's produced Outcast, the TV show, seems like a pretty safe and smart bet for the ever-expanding Cinemax to snare more premium cable subscribers, which is its job. Teasing those audiences with South by Southwest screenings and putting the Outcast pilot up online for all to see 2 weeks before the TV premiere follows a tried and true tactic of awareness acceleration and long-term enticement. Certainly already renewing the show for a second season shows the HBO sister station wants to go deep into the Robert Kirkman business.
That darkness will spew forth like a black cloud.
As the last series directly based on a Kirkman comic has revealed over multiple zombie apocalypse seasons of its own, that business can be very good indeed. So, if harsh is your idea of a Friday night TV party, then Outcast is a show you're going to want to invest in if you want to keep in the Robert Kirkman business. I'm Dominic Patton for Deadline Hollywood.